You trace the rim of your coffee cup, eyes on a window, but you're thinking too much.
You say you're fine, then your voice goes small. I hear the word that you don't say at all.
Stay right here,
Don't move away.
let the quiet say
what we can't say.
in the hush between our hearts. We're speaking. In the hush between our hearts, we're healing. Your head on my shoulder, breath on my skin. Every little shiver pulls me further in. I'm scared of needing more than I should, but your name in my mouth has always felt good. If I fall a little deeper, will you meet me halfway? If I show you all my trembling, will you still want to stay?
Cup on the table, lipstick green, your sweater on my chair. You hum a little something,
like you might stay, like you might disappear.
street lamp on the curtain, soft gold shapes across your skin. You ask what I've been hiding, I say,
Where do I begin?
leave the window half open, let the quiet night breathe in. We don't need the right words spoken, just your heartbeat under my chin. Stay in this slow motion moment where the world can't press its way in. Leave the window half open, let the night lean in. You trace on my shoulder tiny maps that only we can read.
You laugh about the future like it's close enough to reach.
I tell you my secrets, ones I never thought I'd say out loud.
You answer with a silence that somehow feels so proud.
Lamps low, breathe slow. You say my name like you're half asleep.
Your sweater on my chair, Smells like you stayed a while. Coffee rings on the table, little proof of our quiet time. You trace circles on my wrist, like you're reading lines. Ask me what I'm thinking, but you already know.
Keep talking to me in that quiet way. Every small word feels like it wants to stay. We don't have to rush what we can't explain. Just breathe in the space, warm between the words. Your laugh under your breath, soft, then it fades. Curtain barely moving, night pinned in place. You say you're kinda scared of how safe this feels. I say me too, little, and let the silence heal.
Almost a whisper, but not all the way.
Let the distance linger, like we chose to wait.
If this is all it ever is,
I'd still remember how it turned,
how the room felt softer every time you turned over.
You trace the rim of your glass, slow. Say it's getting late, but sure I say don't go. Small laugh in the dark, your knee finds mine. tiny little sparks in this quiet time. 2 cups on the table, still warm from the day. We're close, but we're able to just drift, not explain. You breathe in my name, like it might float away. 2 cups on the table, and we both choose to stay. You talk about that year you lost yourself. I talk about how I hid on the top shelf. Silence in between, feels soft, not strange. Your hand on my sleeve says more than we say. 2 cups on the table, still warm from the day. We're close, but we're able to just drift, not explain. You breathe in my name, like it might float away. 2 cups on the table, and we both choose to stay. You lean in, ask softly, do you ever get afraid? I answer with my forehead resting where your shoulder lays. Words get slow, get blurry, the feeling's clear. Every little heartbeat says I'm still here. I'm still here. 2 cups on the table, still warm from the day. We're close, but we're able just drift, not explain. You breathe in my name, like it might float away. 2 cups on the table, and we both choose to stay.
Lamp on low, your head on my shoulder. Quiet room, but I still hear you thinking. You trace circles on my wrist, half asleep. You say stay, like you're scared I might leave.
Your breath's slow, I can count every second. Every word feels heavier at night.
You say I'm fine, but your eyes keep on asking, will you be here when the daylight is bright? Close to mine,
Stay in the quiet
between our hearts. When nothing is allowed, but everything starts.
We don't need the answers,
Just your hand in mine. Stay in the quiet, let our hearts decide. You laugh small at the cracks in the ceiling. Say it's old, like the stories we hide. But your fingers intertwine with my fingers, and that touch says you're still on my side.
almost whispered about nothing, about everything. Little truths drifting out in the dark.
You say I fall every time that you hold me, and my name lands so soft from your heart. If you tremble,
Then I'll breathe with you.
if you're tired,
I'll be still here too.
all these tiny promises spoken in the dark are bigger than the shouting we leave outside our hearts.
on low. You trace the rim of your glass. Ask me where I go when the days move too fast. I say right here, where your voice slows my heartbeat, where the room disappears and the silence feels like soft sheets. You laugh quiet, say you always overthink things. Ask if I get tired of the weight that love in me brings. I touch your sleeve, say it's lighter than you believe. Every doubt that you breathe just finds a place to leave. Stay right here, we're close enough to dream, talking in circles about everything we mean. You in my arms, the knife folding at the seams. We don't need the words just yet, we're close enough to dream. Your head on my shoulder, the clock face turned around. You ask if it scares me, how quiet feels so loud. I say it feels like finally no one else to be. Just the sound of you breathing and the space between. Almost whisper, tell me all the things you hide in the corners of your mind. Every hidden little fear sounds softer when you're near. If I fall a little more, will you meet me on the floor? Both feet off the ground, but somehow we feel found. Stay right here, we're close enough to dream, talking in circles about everything we mean. You in my arms, the knife folding at the seams. We don't need the words just yet, we're close enough to dream.
Room so quiet, hear your breath more than the clock. Head on my shoulder, all my edges start to stop.
You trace my palm like you're reading every line. Say stay right here, and the night just changes time.
Half asleep in your arms, I fall, I fall.
Every worry gets small,
Gets small. In the dark, we say it all, say it all.
half asleep but I feel it all.
You talk in fragments, little secrets drifting in. I answer slowly, like the words are made of rain.
Almost whispered, and your breathing starts to slow. We don't need answers, just this glow that no one knows.
If I move,
Will it break this spell?
you can move, I'll move as well. If I fall, will you fall too? I've been falling into you.
Nothing left to prove here.
Only you. So tracing circles on your cup, eyes on the window, not on us. You say you're tired, it's just the week, but your voice falls flat on the word sleep.
You always notice when I hide. Ask what's the story in your sighs. I shrug it off, you let it be, but your hand stays warm on my knee.
Stay on the quiet side of midnight, where we don't have to get it all right. Let the small words carry big weight. We can move slow, we can be late in this hush. I'm yours, you're mine. On the quiet side of midnight, you laugh and say you're overthinking, counting the cracks up in the ceiling. whisper, baby, let it drift. You lean your head and let it sit.
You say you're scared to let me in. Old habits wrapped around your ribs. I kiss the worry from your brow. Whatever happens, we're here now.
Stay on the quiet side of midnight, where we don't have to get it all right. Let the small words carry big weight. We can move slow, we can be late in this hush.
I'm yours, you're mine.
On the quiet side of midnight, talk to me soft like you always do. Say it half finished, I'll rig your Western do.
Turn off the questions, turn up the grace. We got a lifetime in this little space.
Stay on the quiet side of midnight, where we don't have to get it all right. Let the small words carry big weight. We can move slow, we can be late in this hush.
I'm yours, you're mine.
On the quiet side of midnight.
You're tracing circles on your glass, eyes on mine.
Room barely holding up the dark, but it's fine.
Your shoulder leaning into me, slow and sure. I feel the questions in your breath, so unsure. Close and breathe, babe. Stay in this quiet room between us, where every word can take its time. Nothing to fix, just feel it. Let your heart beat answer mine.
Stay in this quiet room between us, where all the noise falls out of view.
If all we say is in a whisper, it's still the loudest truth. You say you're scared of getting lost, I say me too.
We laugh a little at the floor, then look through.
Your fingers folded into mine like they belong. The space between the little sighs feels like a song. Whoa. If you need distance, I'll move slow. If you need someone to just be here, I won't let go. We don't need answers under this dim, forgiving light. Just breathe beside me, stay in my arms tonight. Stay in this quiet room between us, where every word can take its time. Nothing to fix, just feel it. Let your heart beat answer mine. Stay in this quiet room between us, where all the noise falls out of you. If all we say is in a whisper, it's still the loudest truth. Slow, you say my name like you're half asleep. Your sweater on my chair smells like you stayed a while. Coffee rings on the table, little proof of our quiet time. You trace circles on my wrist, think you're reading lines. Ask me what I'm thinking, but you already know. Keep talking to me in that quiet way. Every small word feels like it wants to stay. We don't have to rush what we can't explain. Just breathe in the space, warm between the words. Your laugh under your breath, soft, then it fades. Curtain barely moving, night pinned in place. You say you're kinda scared
of how safe this feels. I say, me too, a little, and let the silence heal. Keep talking to me in that quiet way. Every small word feels like it wants to stay. We don't have to rush what we can't explain. Just breathe in the space. One moves to whisper, but not all the way. Let the distance linger, like we chose to wait. If this is all it ever is, I'd still remember how it turned, how the room felt softer every time you turned a word. Curtains barely closed, street glow on your cheek. You talk about your day, I just watch you breathe.
Mug on the window, tea gone cold and sweet. You laugh about nothing, you need brushing me.
Close harmony, half asleep beside you. World can spin, we stay right here. Every little sigh you do sounds like I'm still here in my ear. Half asleep beside you, heartbeat keeping time so slow. If this is all we ever do, I don't need to know. Don't need to know. Almost whisper, clock hum in the corner, phone face down, dark. Your fingers trace my shoulder like dry, dry stars. Tell me one more secret, I'll keep it in my chest. Say my name so quiet, I feel it more than hear it. Breathing in the same beat, drifting in the same dream. Close harmony, half asleep beside you. World can spin, we stay right here. Where the little sigh you do sounds like I'm still here in my ear. Half asleep beside you, heartbeat keeping time so slow. If this is all we ever do, I don't need to know. Love's harmony. Don't need to know. Don't need to know. Your keys on the table, tea getting cold by the bed. You're tracing circles on the window, like you're somewhere else instead.
You ask if I'm tired, I say just thinking again. We talk about nothing for hours, hiding the things we won't name.
Half-empty glass on the counter, half of the words in my throat. You're leaning in, then you're distant, drifting in slow, quiet notes. If love is this half-finished sentence, let's leave it hanging at last. Breathe in between every heartbeat, living inside this half-empty glass.
You laugh in a whisper, head on the side of the couch. Say you could leave in a minute, but your body's saying stay now.
Your hand on my shoulder, heavy and gentle and warm. We never say what we're feeling, still it's a kind of storm. Half-empty glass on the counter, half of the words in my throat. You're leaning in, then you're distant, drifting in slow, quiet notes. If love is this half-finished sentence, let's leave it hanging at last. Breathe in between every heartbeat, living inside this half-empty glass.
You talk, I listen, I start, you stop. We fall in the spaces between each thought.
If this is enough, let's not go too fast. Just too little grasped in a room built of glass. Half-empty glass on the counter, half of the words in my throat. You're leaning in,
distant, drifting in slow, quiet notes. If love is this half-finished sentence, let's leave it hanging at last. Breathing between every heartbeat, living inside this half-empty glass. Stay here a little, stay as we are. Words can be distant, bodies can talk. Together we're quiet, together we pass. Slow as the light on the ceiling, soft as this half-empty glass. Your hair on my shoulder, clock face turned from view. We're talking in circles, but I'm leaning into you.
Your hand on the bedsheet, tracing miles in a line.
You stumble on secrets, I say leave them behind. Stay right here between your breasts, where every word lands weightless. We don't need to name this yet,
just let the quiet take us.
Stay right here between your breasts, heart slow dancing in our chest.
Your laugh breaks the silence, barely louder than the fan.
You ask what I'm scared of, I just cover up your hand.
Your eyes in the half-light ask more than your voice can.
If this is a moment, I don't want another plan. Stay right here between your breasts, where every word lands weightless. We don't need to name this yet,
just let the quiet take us.
Stay right here between your breasts, heart slow dancing in our chest.
cups on the table, one full, one half drained. You trace your name in the water. Say we're different, but the same.
You lean on the doorway, eyes tired, so kind. You say we don't have to fix it all. Can we just slow down our minds? Half-empty glass between us, half of the truth, half of the past. You breathe in slow answer, letting the silence last. If this is all we're given, just this room, this fading land, I'll meet you in the quiet, where your heart rests in my hands. You laugh at something small, then your voice just fades away. I tuck your hair behind your ear. You say, I think I'll stay. Soft words in the dark, your pulse under my palm. Every fear you try to hide, melting into calm. We don't need big answers, just your forehead to my chest. In the hush between our sentences, that's where we're at our best. Curtains barely closed, street glow on your nose, coffee gone cold on the table. You trace my hand slow.
You talk about your day, little laps in the gray. Your eyes slide over my shoulder, then right back my way.
Stay right here between your words, where the quiet says it first. Every silence feels like home tonight. Breathe my name under your breath. Let it hang, let it rest in this low light,
In this slow light, you lean into my chest, say you're tired, not stressed, but your fingers drum in circles, telling all the rest.
I ask you what you need. You just shrug, then you breathe. Can we just be here a little and let the clock lead? Almost whispered your heartbeat in my ear, slow, then slower still. I match my lungs to yours till we're one quiet will. Your hair against my face, time falling out of place. Nothing neat, nothing loud, just your name in this space. You trace the rim of your glass,
soft little smile, saying more than the words.
Your sweatshirt sleeves pulled over your hands, you lean back, quiet, but I feel you. Less of me.
After midnight murmur, we're speaking in between the lines. Every breath a secret, floating in the low light. Stay a little longer, let the world fall out of time. After midnight murmurs, your heartbeat answering mine. You say my name like a test in the sound, tiny vibration running straight through my chest. We trade old stories of almost and nearly. You laugh, look down, then you nudge my shoulder. If I'm moving an inch closer, will the moment disappear? If I stay right here forever, could we keep the silence clear? You breathe in, I breathe out. You lean in, I don't doubt. All these half-spoken wishes hanging softly in the air. You trace circles in your teeth, eyes half closed, watching me. Streetlight glow across your knees, soft and slow. You lean and breathe.
You say time feels kind tonight, fingers drifting down my spine. Every word a quiet tide, pulling me to your side.
Days in this quiet little universe, just you and me, and nothing hurts. Breathing in rhythm, skin on shirts.
Stay in this quiet little universe. Your voice falls in cotton folds, telling me the thoughts you hold. show.
Let them out, let them go. I kiss salt from your cheek. Promise soft, promise we. Not forever, just tonight. Just this room, just this light. Almost whisper. We don't have to name it. We don't have to know.
Just let every small heartbeat tell us where to go.
If morning feels colder, I'll pour you the first cup. We can laugh it off easy, or never bring it up. Barely above a whisper, just you and me.
Small and sure, quiet little universe, till the dark turns blue.
Till the dark turns blue.